Let's start with copper, one of the oldest metals used by humans. Its name comes from the Latin word cuprum, which itself came from Cyprus, the island where copper was heavily mined in ancient times. In English, it's copper. In German, you'll hear Kupfer. The French call it cuivre, while in Spain and Portugal, it's cobre. In Italy, they say rame, and in Poland, it's meads. Across the Slavic world, the word often sounds like med, as in Serbia and Bulgaria. In Finland, it's kupari, and in Hungary, it's. Despite the linguistic variety, many of these names link back to cuprum, reminding us of a shared ancient trade and history. Copper's chemical symbol is Cu, still honoring its Latin roots. It's used in everything from wires and coins to architecture and art, and it's one of the most colorful stories on the periodic table. Let's explore gold, the symbol of wealth, royalty, and timeless beauty. Its name in science comes from the Latin word aurum, which means shining dawn, and that's why the chemical symbol is O. In English, it's gold. In French, it's or. In Spanish and Italian, you'll hear oro. In German, it stays gold but with a sharper G. Poland says zloto, and in Russia, it's zoloto, zoloto. Hungarians use the word arani, while in Finland, it's kulta. Some Slavic countries, like Czechia, use zlato, while Greece says chrysos, from which we get the word chrysanthemum, golden flower. Gold's name may differ, but its meaning is nearly universal: power, purity, and prestige. From ancient crowns to Olympic medals, it remains the most desired metal in every culture and in every language. Now, let's talk about iron, the metal of swords, tools, and the Industrial Revolution. Its name comes from the Latin word ferrum, which is why its chemical symbol is Fe on the periodic table. In English, it's iron. In German, it's Eisen. French says Feu, while Spanish uses hiro and Italian says ferro. In Polish, it's żelazo. Russia calls it żelizo, and in Czech, it becomes żelezo. Hungarians say vas. Finnish uses rauta, and in Greece, it's sidero, the root for words like siderite and sideriol. Iron is the backbone of infrastructure, from bridges to skyscrapers. It's found in blood, tools, and machines, a true workhorse of civilization. And though the names vary, almost every language gives it a place of power and strength. Let's shine some light on silver, a metal prized for beauty, currency, and craftsmanship. Its chemical symbol is Ag, from the Latin word argentum, meaning shiny or white. In English, we call it silver. In French, it's argent, which also means money. Spanish and Portuguese use plata, while Italian says argento. In German, it's silber. Poland uses cerebro. Russia and Ukraine both say cerebro, S-E-E-R-E-B-R, and in Czechia, it's stibro. In Hungary, it becomes ezust, and in Finland, it's hopa. Greece uses asimi, with roots in ancient Greek mythology. Silver has a deep place in European culture, from royal treasures and sacred artifacts to coins, mirrors, and fine jewelry. It's a metal of reflection, in every sense of the word. Let's talk about zinc, a metal you may not notice, but one that's everywhere, from batteries and coins to your immune system. Its name comes from the German word Zinc, which entered science through alchemy in the 16th century. In English, it's zinc. In German, it stays zinc. French and Spanish also use zinc, though the pronunciation changes. In Italian, it becomes zinco, and in Polish, it's sink. In Czechia, it's zinek. In Hungary, they say sink, and in Finland, it's sinki. The Russian word is tsink, and in Greek, it's psychos. Despite minor differences in sound, zinc is one of the most consistently named metals across European languages, which is rare in etymology. It may not shine like gold, but it keeps our world running and our cells strong. Next is lead, one of the oldest known metals, used since ancient times for pipes, tools, and even writing. Its chemical symbol is Pb, which comes from the Latin word plumbum, the root of the word plumbing. In English, it's lead. In German, it's blé. French calls it plomb, while Spanish says plomo, and Italian uses piombo. In Polish, it's olo, and Russian uses svinets. In Hungarian, it's olom, and Finnish says ligi. In Czech, the word is olivo. And in Greek, it's molivos, again reflecting the ancient root molybdos. Lead has a dark history, once common in paints and pipes, but later found to be toxic. Despite that, it's still used in radiation shielding, batteries, and weights. Across Europe, its name carries both ancient origins and modern warnings. A metal heavy in every sense. Now let's look at mercury, the only metal that's liquid at room temperature. Its chemical symbol is Hg, which comes from the Latin name hydrargyrum, meaning liquid silver. In English, it's mercury, named after the Roman god of speed. Fitting, because this metal moves quickly. In German, it's Quecksilber, literally quicksilver. French says mercure. Spanish and Portuguese use mercurio, and Italian says mercurio as well. In Polish, it's artek. Czechia says, and Russia uses. In Hungary, it's hygany. Finland says elohopa, which means living silver. In Greece, it's Hermes, also named after the Greek god Hermes, the same as mercury. Mysterious and toxic, mercury has been used in thermometers, barometers, and even ancient medicine. A metal of myth, speed, and science. Its names reflect just how fascinating and dangerous it is. Let's explore tin, a soft, silvery metal known for its use in bronze, cans, and coatings. Tin has been used for over 5,000 years and played a key role in the Bronze Age, when it was alloyed with copper to create tools and weapons. Its chemical symbol is Snen, from the Latin word stannum. In English, it's tin. German calls it Zin, while in French it's étain. Spanish uses estano, and Italian says stagnio. In Polish, it's syna. Czech and Slovak use sin. Russian says olivo, olivo. And Hungarian calls it on. In Finnish, the word is tina. And Greek uses kassiteros, tying back to ancient words for tin used in Mediterranean trade. Tin may seem ordinary, but its history is legendary. It helped shape human civilization and still protects modern metals from rust. A small name with a big legacy. Now let's talk about aluminum, a lightweight metal used in everything from airplanes to soda cans. It's the most abundant metal in Earth's crust, but wasn't isolated until the 19th century. Its chemical symbol is Al, from the word alum, a compound known since ancient times. In English, it's aluminum, though in British English, it's aluminium. French says aluminium, German calls it aluminium, and Spanish, Portuguese, and Italian all use aluminio. In Polish, it's aluminium, while Hungarian uses aluminum. In Russia, it's alumini, and Greek says abominio. Despite the spelling variations, most European languages stay close to the root. Aluminum's rise was so important, it was once more valuable than gold. Today, it's everywhere, strong, flexible, and endlessly recyclable. A truly modern metal with a global name. Let's finish with platinum, one of the rarest and most valuable metals on Earth. Its name comes from the Spanish word platina, meaning little silver. Spanish explorers in South America first encountered it while mining for gold. In English, it's platinum. French says platine. German calls it platin. And in Spanish, it's platino. Italian also says platino. Polish uses platina, and Hungarian says platina. In Russian, it's platina, platina. And in Greek, it's platina, almost identical. Unlike other metals, platinum is incredibly resistant to corrosion. It's used in jewelry, catalytic converters, medical instruments, and even spacecraft. Across languages, the word for platinum remains surprisingly consistent, elegant, scientific, and elite. A fitting end to our journey through the languages of the periodic table.